Hello everybody, this is Mr. Uberduck and welcome back to another video. Today I have something really small to show you. Yeah, this is a 4x3 piston door. Let's just check it out. There's the closing. And there's the opening. That piston, you may notice, does spaz a bit. So there was no dramatic reveal of the redstone today, because I feel there's just so little of it and I didn't really want to build a corridor for just this. It is in fact 1 wide, 11 long and 10 tall. That's tiny. That makes it 132 blocks for a 4x3 piston door. So before I go any further, let me just say that this is a collaboration with 4 other people. Me, ABH, Snite, Yop and Puzzle all had a hand in building this. So let me just give you the quick story. Someone uploaded a video of a 4x3. I can't remember who off the top of my head, but someone did. And I thought, you know what? Puzzle's had that record for a long enough time. Let's go and try and beat it. So I did. I made a 1 wide one with ABH that used the conventional layout. That was the smallest. But it was still a bit big. And then other people came on and they were like, you know what? I'm gonna be Ubers. So they did. They made one that was 1 layer taller, because they couldn't figure out a good way to power these top pistons here. So then Yop came along. Well, let me just say that it was ABH, Puzzle and Snite who made the one that was 1 taller. They also came up with the idea of making it more compact using this layout. And what happens is the whole extension is on one side, but basically the whole retraction is on the other side, and that means no one side is too convoluted with stuff. So yeah, they came up with the layout, they made it small. Yop saw the potential, and he cut off this layer on the top using this fancy dropper hopper thing, which allows to take out 1 layer on top, but he added 1 layer at the side. Now, we don't want this. It was definitely smaller, but I think it was only by 1 block or something. So I was like, okay, they've done a really good job. I can easily make it smaller using torch burnouts. So I came along and I did. And this is the result, the 132 block 4x3 piston door. It's not the best, but it's definitely the smallest, and you can't argue with that. If you think torch burnouts don't count, you are weird, because they're a part of the game. Get used to it. I know they're spazzy, but this one, it's actually, as torch burnouts go, really good. Because look, it's only 1 piston that spazzes, and it fires 3 times. 1, 2, 3. That's it. So that was a bit of a lengthy story. So why don't I try and briefly explain how this thing sort of works. So what happens is we got the basic extension for these two, except we're utilizing the buds, so this dust manages to power both of them instead of just 1. That makes it a lot more compact than powering 2 with the extension. So we just power this dust, pull the block out, and pull the block out 1 tick later. That gives a 1 tick pulse to these pistons, spitting the blocks out there. And then we come up here. This piston retracts, which is an instant thing, so it's 1 tick, 2 tick off this comparator, and 3 tick off here. So as soon as these have extended and retracted, these push down as quickly as they can. And the block goes there. On the bottom is just a matter of a repeater going into this torch, which pushes it up there. And then finally this piston is pushed back up, and that gives power back to these pistons. They extend, pushing the blocks out like that. Then on the retraction, how can I show this? On the other side, let me get a redstone block. Power comes down along here and just powers these back pistons. That's the whole closing. These ones are fairly obvious, I won't show you. And then for the opening, what happens is these pistons push instantly, because they get powered on the closing. They're being powered, but they can't extend because these extend. Once these retract, they can now push, but they don't realize they can push. In the meantime, we extend these. While those are extending, this dust here updates and tells them, oh look, you can extend. So they will do that and push out. Then it's simply a matter of turning off the double and we get this. Now all we have to do is send a pulse using this hopper dropper. That powers both these pistons, and this is where the torch burnout came in. Let me just say that for the whole door, basically, I got rid of the circuit they had, made this repeater 3 ticks instead of 2, and placed the torch there. Basically all I did. So yeah, I'm not taking a lot of credit, but I am uploading it. And I did get the other guy's consent first, so it's fine. So yeah, once that's happened, we just get the torch burnout. Because of the way it's timed, it powers this dust just as it's retracting. So it's like that, then it gets powered. And it's just in time to bud these, and when it turns off, it automatically buds, luckily. So that happens. But then it keeps flickering. Now the great thing about this bud is, it keeps flickering, but because it's diagonal, it doesn't realise. So nothing happens. Great, right? Yeah, it is. So yeah, that's basically how the whole thing works. I tried my best at explaining it, and I think I did an okay job. The top does the extension, basically retraction on the bottom. Yeah, I'm not going to do a tutorial. Should be able to see. Just pause the video. There's a random item in this dropper, a random item in this dropper, and a cauldron which can have any water depth in it. Then we just have a torch on the side of the block. That's 3 ticks. That's basically all you need to know. These two are 3 ticks. That one's 3 ticks. So there you go. This doesn't have to be red sand, but it does have to be a block affected by gravity. So that's the whole 4x3 door. Not too long of a video, I hope, but yeah. I guess I'll see you all next time. This is in the works, by the way.